Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Fran Dunn, if we've not yet met. And I'm thrilled to welcome you to Essential Living. And so let's imagine that you've just gotten your essential oils, your beautiful doTERRA essential oils, and you're like, okay, now what do I do? Here are some really simple ways to help entrench those little rituals, build that relationship that you're going to have with your essential oils so that you can reap the benefits of your investment. So obviously you've purchased your essential oils for a reason. There are a few lovely safety tips as well as ways to use your essential oils that are going to be more effective and give you your results, your desired outcomes faster. So I've been using essential oils for like 30 years. So I'm super thrilled to welcome you here and be your guide. So this is part of a series should you choose to engage with this continuing education. So we kind of call this I've Got My Oils Now What? The next topic that you could take advantage of is nutrition and habits. So how to instill those beautiful, again, little rituals that are just going to have this ripple, this exponential impact on your health, right? Supporting your active lifestyle. So that's movement and metabolism, rest and emotions. So how are you handling stress and how does that impact the quality of your sleep, your rest, clean living and detoxifying your home, and then informed self-care. So we want you to have lots of fun. We want you to learn a lot. We want you to feel really comfortable with your essential oils. And this is based on, of course, the doTERRA pyramid for healthy lifestyles, right? So if you focus more, if you spend some intentional time improving in these pillars of your health is going to improve, right? If you focus on nutrition, that's going to lead to exponential differences across all aspects of your health. If you focus on activity or rest and health, that's also going to have a tremendous amount of impact on your particular goals. So just keep that in mind, right? We're working with these pillars of health. So today we're going to handle a little bit on the background about doTERRA. So you may know a little bit about doTERRA as a company. I'm going to fill in maybe a few blanks for you. We're going to figure out some really good basic usage tips when you're getting started, how to make roller bottles, ratios, carrier oils, that type of thing. And then how to maximize your account because you probably picked up a kit, a starter kit, and maybe there were some essential oils that are kind of on your wish list. And so you want to know how to maximize this beautiful wholesale discount that you have as a doTERRA membership. Right. So a couple of things about doTERRA. They're the largest essential oil company in the world. They've been in business now. Sorry, the slide is a little old, actually almost 17 years. And they're really positioned uniquely in the marketplace and what attracts, me and really speaks to my heart because of their co-impact sourcing model. Okay. So let's learn a little bit more about that. So doTERRA sources their oils primarily, probably, I think it's something in the range of 70% from developing nations. So that means all of these kind of smaller, sometimes third world countries really rely on their partnerships with doTERRA for economic benefits, for social benefits like the hospitals that doTERRA builds in communities where they have, larger operations. Small scale farmers are paid a living wage and on time instead of being ripped off by third party sourcers and distillers and those types of organizations or individuals that formerly plagued or actually still do the essential oil industry. And you can see that, this is a map of the entire world. So you could kind of pick out what your favorite oils are coming from and determine where you want to have impact, which is kind of cool too. So let's say, you've got some cultural history or connection with Africa and you would like to support, Africa through your purchases. Well, doTERRA has built hospitals, they build schools, they build water and other infrastructures so that where these individuals with whom we partner, right, our farmers and our distillers, are able to have a quality of life. We're looking to improve where these oils are being sourced, right? So not only to honor the planet, so our sourcing practices are are ethical, are above board. We are stewards of this planet, but also that the individuals, the communities, the families that we're impacting on the other side of the bottle is impressive too, right? And this is called co-impact sourcing. We're the only essential oil company that does this. So what's in the bottle? So in a 5 ml bottle of your essential oils, the smaller one, you're going to have about 85 drops. In the larger bottle, 15 ml, that's 250 drops. And so in a beadlet, if you see the peppermint or the supermint or the meta power beadlets, they have a quarter of a drop in a beadlet. So 4 little beadlets will give you 1 drop. And then in a soft gel, you're going to have 2 to 5 drops, depending upon what the soft gel is, usually 2. So what's in the bottle? We talk about CPTG or certified pure tested grade. doTERRA is the only essential oil that provides you with that assurity. So you can log in with the ID number that's printed, stamped in yellow or white on the bottom of your bottle, along with that expiry date, and actually see where that bottle was produced, the scan, all of the tests. doTERRA runs over 50 tests on each bottle of oil, or each batch of oil, pardon me, before it's bottled. And so you can be assured of a consistent quality every time you crack open that bottle of oil and use that lavender on your baby or your cat or your dog or yourself. That's, you can be assured and feel really confident that you're getting the purest and most potent form of essential oils that are available in the world, leveraging all that beautiful botanical potential for your healing. And so I love this little video. I'm not going to play it for you right now. I encourage you to Google it. You just Google co-impact sourcing black spruce in Canada. So in northern Quebec, we actually source our black spruce oil, which is our beautiful balanced blend. And black spruce oil is been used for hundreds, if not thousands of years by Aboriginal peoples around emotional healing. It's a very, very potent, powerful oil. It's one of my favorites. I actually anoint my forehead and the crown of my head every morning as I meditate with it. As well as I mentioned, it's in the balance blend. So it's on the bottom of my feet too, to help me start my day more calm and centered. But it shows you what an impressive impact. And again, I would have thought, well, in my head, I had the misconception originally that co-impact sourcing meant we're just dealing with third world sort of countries, but we actually have co-impact sourcing here in Canada too for black spruce oil in northern Quebec, where the farmers, or pardon me, in the lumber industry, I'm not sure what you would call those. They're not lumberers, foresters. I don't know. So they actually want the wood from the black spruce. So they would strip the tree and they would leave the branches and the needles. Well, we need the branches and the needles for essential oils. So along comes doTERRA, scoops up all what would have been an environmental mess, really, all these branches and needles, make this beautiful essential oil out of it that's, helping people emotionally and physically. And it's in this closed loop system, which is unique actually in the world. So the pulp material from the lumber yard is pumped into the distillery. So there's no, in terms of energy efficiency, there's a net zero. There's no waste at all. Which is pretty darn impressive. Like I said, it's unique in the industry. Now we can think about oils in terms of the different families that they belong to, or the classification of the essential oils based on their properties. So we know that wood oils, for example, like black spruce and frankincense, and they're more grounding. They can be a little bit brighter in terms of their effect, more calming, soothing for the skin. We know that floral oils are great for hormonal balance as well as skin properties. We know that citrus oils, which are some of our favorite oils, are uplifting. We know that mint oils are very energizing and refreshing. And so we can utilize essential oils. So if there's a particular purpose that you want to use an essential oil for and you don't have it, you might be able to swap out or have an alternate oil based on a similar property, or based on a similar family of oils. Make sense? Yeah, this is very cool. And so we just by quick review, there's three ways we use our essential oils. And again, this is only doTERRA essential oils. Don't do this if you're buying another essential oil from a pharmacy or something ridiculous dollar store. Aromatically, topically, and internally, right? So we can use our oils three different ways. So diffusing tips, how do you use your oils aromatically? So using your oils in your diffuser allows you to put a little bit of negative ions, which is really great for our health. As well as a little vapor, a little water vapor into the air. So your plants are going to love this. Your pets are going to love diffusing. You're just going to see everybody thrive when you have those beautiful molecules floating through the air. And the impact of diffusing actually extends beyond your actual diffusing time. So you could diffuse for 2 or 3 hours, and those molecules are lingering in the air for up to 7 hours afterwards, which is a beautiful thing too. So you don't necessarily have to be diffusing all of the time. So I like to keep a carafe of oil or a carafe of, pardon me, water next to my oil diffuser so that the water is ready to go and I'm just refilling it really quickly, keeps it very convenient. Keep the oils that you use near your diffuser, right? So your favorites, the atmosphere or the energy that you're trying to create right with your diffuser. You want to clean your diffuser every 2 weeks to once a month, depending upon how often you use it. And particularly if you're using a beautiful, in the wintertime, as it is now, humidifying diffuser, the Dawn diffuser, we really want to make sure we give that a good clean out, because it's such a larger diffuser. It can kind of collect dust and get a little, kind of scummy, if you will, for lack of a better word in there, particularly if you have pets like I do. And then we want to try something new and learn what you like. So sometimes we get a little, kind of stuck into the diffusing the same old thing, but it's nice to throw in a different oil every once in a while and try something different, right? So if you want tips around how to clean your diffuser for your particular diffuser, all you need is a little bit of alcohol. I like to use a little, kind of mini brush, like one of those ones that you clean your straws with. And it's really minutes, and it's really very, very simple. You can look at our private Facebook group, or even YouTube has some great videos around that too. So here are some diffuser blends that you might like to try. Here's something a little bit different, right? So some uplifting combinations. You can take a screenshot of this or jot it down if you're following along. Some beautiful calming combinations, which is generally what people are looking for. There's some great ones seasonally, like Valentine's Day is coming up. So maybe some florals and some citruses would be really nice. Or maybe you're looking for something a little more sensual, or around the holidays, perhaps you want to look into, if you've got an artificial tree, we could use Siberian fir and even that black spruce to create some beautiful holiday memories. So start adding a little citrus oil to your water. And my favorite citruses, of course, lemon, tangerine, wild orange, bergamot is really neat in tea. I also love grapefruit oil. Oh my gosh, that is so good with a little bit of mineral oil. And this is going to help to detoxify the body, right? Similar to the benefits of having lemon juice in your water, this increases the power and potency of what you're actually getting. So you're going to see improved immunity, digestion, your skin, hair, and nails are going to look brighter. And over time, you're just going to have a better immune response, right? Because we're cleaning out a lot of those pipes, right? So a common thing to use your essential oils, and probably the number 2 way to use your essential oils, is topically, and we often dilute. So this is a really lovely kind of habit to get into. You can either grab a couple of roller balls from me, and you should have received some in your welcome package. Or let me know and I can grab you some more. There's some in your doTERRA account. So you can look at accessories in your doTERRA or back office where you order your oils. And you get like 3 for $5 or something like that. But it really is a technique to applying your oils, right? So you can apply your oils like this diluted, or you can layer your oils. So you can add one oil on top of the other and kind of help to improve that penetration. Diluting your oils allows for a more broad use and a more systemic sort of benefit. You can think about wanting to, dilute your oils for your children, for your pets. So these smaller bodies, we definitely want to dilute. You definitely want to dilute your spicier oils or your hot oils, like your herbs like oregano or cassia, cinnamon, clove. These spicier oils, probably want to dilute them. And dilution allows you actually to use a little bit less essential oils and make your oils, or help your oils, go further, right? So you're getting a good return on your investment, your health investment. So it also protects sensitive skin. The beautiful thing about, kind of applying topically is we get the benefit of the human touch, right? That nice massage that actually helps to absorb and improve the uptake of essential oils. And then it also helps your oils last longer, as I mentioned. So a general rule of thumb for adults in a 10 ml, this is a little 5 ml roller bottle that's being pictured here. But in a 10 ml roller bottle, you want to add for adults 20 drops and then fill the rest with carrier oil. And that's a general rule of thumb to start, right? If you want your oils to penetrate more deeply, you can add a damp, warm, warm washcloth or towel on top of, and that warmth will help the oil sort of seep in a little bit more deeply. So let's suppose you have some bone or deeper muscle pain. That's a good way to kind of get deeper. And then again, that layering effect, as I mentioned before, rather than just put a couple of drops into your roller bottle and then fill with carrier oil and it's a mixed sort of blend, we could do, for example, let's say I've got like some wrist pain from arthritic pain, and that can be very deep and it's in a very small area. So I could put copaiba and then deep blue oil on top, and then my warm cloth on top, and then let that penetrate deeply, and then put the carrier oil on top. So if you want to help push those oils again a little bit more deeply for a more systemic benefit, you can layer. And then the second way that we might use our oils topically is actually to dilute them, and we can roll or massage and put them on. So what are some key areas where we want to apply our essential oils? Back of the neck is a really great for kind of overall systemic, anywhere along the spine, because you're kind of accessing the nervous system, that nice central nervous system, all those good communication pathways. Bottom of the feet is a really neat place and convenient and lovely place because you've got reflexology points, and it's also the base of your nervous system. And because we have a little bit thicker skin there, it tends to lead to less opportunities for skin sensitivity or any concerns that way. Then there's the applying to the areas of concern, right? So if you have digestive issues, you're going to, apply to your abdomen, your belly, or maybe if it's, indigestion, it's higher up. If you've got a pain, you're applying to that area of pain or inflammation or around that area if it's a wound, an open wound. And we just want to make sure, again, when we're applying essential oils, that we're not applying oils to areas where there are sensitive mucous membranes. So that's the eyes, the ears, the nose, and also around the genitals. So what are carrier oils? Carrier oils can function, again, as an oil that helps deliver the benefits of those beautiful essential oils a little more deeply and a little more kind of like delayed, shall we say, absorption of the essential oils to the skin, to the system. So the most common is fractionated coconut oil, and you can buy that again through your doTERRA account too, wholesale at 25% off. Jojoba oil is really a beautiful oil for skin. It's very closely mimics the sebum or the kind of topical skin oils that we already have. Sweet almond oil is nice again for the skin. Grapeseed oil, very commonly available, and olive oil is a great one. I've used a bunch of times for skin, for hair, kind of masks, and also in a pinch. But remember that, these bottom four potentially go rancid. Fractionated coconut oil usually does not. So that has more antimicrobial, antibacterial properties. So it's less likely. So if you're creating a roller bottle that you're not going to use very often, that's a consideration for the carrier oil that you might want to employ. Cool. So dilution, what might that look like? So we have an age range, for example, infants to 2 years old. You want to have a fairly high dilution, so very little oil. You can see half a drop. and then all the way up to adults, like I said, in a 10 mil roller. I like to use the general rule of thumb of like 20 drops in your roller bottle. And then of course you can adjust at your 10 mil roller bottle. This might be a nice one to screenshot too. So safety tips. We already mentioned not to apply topically your essential oils to the inside of your ears, nose, or eyes or genitals. If you get oils somewhere where you don't want them. So let's suppose I've done this many times. Pardon me, while talking. In my eye, peppermint in my eye, many times. Because I'm demonstrating, you swipe your eye, unknowingly or automatically, and now you've got peppermint oil in your eye. Don't use water, right? Because water and oil, they don't mix. It won't help. And in fact, it could intensify the feeling. What you want to do is take some of that carrier oil and use that to kind of like dilute and tampen the experience, right? That'll help very, very quickly. And then don't apply citrus oils, in particular bergamot, as well as like wild orange, lemon, all of your citruses, your favorite citruses on your skin before you have direct contact with sunlight, right? That can intensify what's called your photosensitivity. So it can make you more susceptible to sunburn. How to make a spray bottle. So spray bottles are amazing. So doTERRA also has spray bottles in the back office. One's like a 30 mil little one that you can toss in your purse. That's amazing. If you want to make your own perfumes, if you want to make your own kind of like first aid sprays, little linen sprays, that's lovely. We also have this beautiful mister that it's about 330 mils, I think it is. And you just press the handle and it gives this really fine, beautiful mist, which is just lovely for linens, or I use them for my plants too. And if you have gardening, if you garden and you're looking to kind of get rid of pests, that type of thing. It also makes a really nice facial mister. It's just very fine. It's just this beautiful little misting spray. So you can make your counter cleaners, bug sprays, linen sprays, like I mentioned, breath sprays. So lots of different first aid, cleansing instead of using like your polysporin or those types of things. Hand sanitizers, amazing, right? Oh my gosh. Through COVID, I learned to make this rosemary mint and tea tree hand sanitizer spray that's just like a treat every time you use it, right? It's just this beautiful aromatic burst every time, which is really awesome. So fill your bottle with water, or about half of it, pardon me. And we want to add an emulsifier. And what an emulsifier does is, because you're mixing oil and water, and we're not in a factory and we're not adding all these synthetics and chemicals and all this crap. We want to bring something into the mix that's going to help the oil kind of mix right in the water. So that could be a pinch of Epsom salts, or it could be a little bit of witch hazel, a little splash of witch hazel, and you don't really need a lot. Otherwise, the oils are going to float. And each time you use your spray, again, because we're not in a factory and it hasn't been like shook like a paint can 10 million times, you want to give it a little shake before you use it each time too, right? To make sure those oils are still kind of coming into solution and not just kind of floating on top. Very neat. So a few little things to consider and just be mindful of, and give yourself a little grace around when you're starting to adopt new habits. So if essential oil use is brand new to you, baby steps, right? Be a little bit playful, be a little bit creative, educate yourself, start small, and, build on those habits every day. I love to habit stack. So when I was dealing with some receding gum lines from using these stupid tooth whitening, kind of strips more than a decade ago, I just put a little drop of myrrh on my toothpaste, on my nice doTERRA On Guard toothpaste, and I would brush my teeth. So then my gums were getting that beautiful myrrh. It helped to heal my gums. And I wasn't having to, spend a lot of extra time or do a lot of extra things. The myrrh was right next to my toothbrush, my toothpaste. So that was easy. Small, frequent daily doses are also way, way better than one big kind of like essential oil bomb, let's say. we respond better. Our nervous system responds more efficiently if we allow ourselves more frequent experiences. So give yourself a little, ritual in the morning. Maybe when you have your, fill up your water bottle, you add another lemon and you give your, drop in the palms and take a good little inhalation. Maybe you have a little bio break after lunch and you switch up your diffuser recipe, or you give yourself a little massage of your hands before you get back to a lot of typing. And then after work, and then the evening. So it's more effective to have these little small experiences, spread out through your day than just kind of like one big experience. And then stick with it, right? Don't beat yourself up if you forget, or if kind of slip up and kind of relapse into old habits or kind of thing. Like just hop back on the horse. And again, we just want to welcome you to the essential living lifestyle, right? Living with essential oils. So your loyalty reward program, or what's now called rewards, is a phenomenal rewards program. It's really unheard of in the wellness industry. So I like to think of it as a way for me to get a ton of my products that I love for free. So if you're a member of like Air Miles, or you have your Petrocan card and you're getting points, that type of thing, doTERRA has a similar program. You have your like membership similar to a Costco membership. So you're already getting 25% off all of the products that you could want, whether it's laundry detergent or skincare, your essential oils, your vitamins and minerals, your soap, your shampoo, whatever. So you're already getting 25% off, which is phenomenal. Free delivery, plus your free product of the month. And now if you place a monthly order for a small monthly order over the course of a year, you're going to go from 10% back in reward points to 30% back in reward points. So let's just put that into context. So let's suppose, for the sake of round numbers, you have a 100-point order, right? And 1 point is approximately equivalent to $1. Then you're getting 10 points back. So that's like a bottle of wild orange with that oil that you could redeem in points. At the end of the year, that's 3 bottles of wild orange, or a bottle of black spruce, which is a little more expensive, plus a bottle of wild orange, or 6 bars of balanced soap, which I love, that beautiful African black soap. Oh, so amazing in the wintertime. Like you feel squeaky clean without it like stripping your skin. It's so gorgeous. Anyway, that's what I use my points on a lot. And the biggest bang for your buck is to use your points for your supplements. So if you have not yet tried Lifelong Vitality or Turmeric Duo caps, for example, for pain, or Serenity soft gels for sleep, or Adaptive for stress, here's a phenomenal way to just like scoop them up on your next loyalty reward order. Use your points and get them for free. Amazing. Like just the best bang for your buck. So how does the program work? Well, if you have to maintain a monthly order or a subscription, and that can be 5 points. So it doesn't have to be the same order every month, but you place an order for a minimum of 5 points. So that could be a lip balm, for example, in the winter, that'd be easy. And that preserves your percentage reward level and your points. If you place an order of 50 points, that helps to increase your loyalty reward percentage. Remember, I told you over the course of a year, you increase by 5% through those 12 months, from 10% all the way up to 30% at the end of the year. And then if you place an order on your LRP before the 15th of any month, you get a 125-point order. Pardon me, did I say that? You get not only the increase in your loyalty reward point, but you get the free product of the month. And this month it was peppermint in Canada, and it was Zengest in the States. So pretty cool. Nice to get that free product of the month. So what's the point value? What does this mean? I'm talking about all these points. Well, I said it's approximately equivalent of the dollar value. Slight difference in Canada here. But like a 5 point value would be like toothpaste or lip balm or your On Guard hand mist, or like I said, the Balance bath bar, which I absolutely love. Citrus bloom deodorant, beautiful, beautiful product if you're looking to switch out and have something more natural. 50 points would be like your lifelong vitality or Virage skincare or the Essentials hair care line. And then 125 points could be something like your Essentials skincare collection. So that whole kind of larger collection, or the essential aromatic actually kit. So you get a diffuser as well as 10 essential oils. So just to give you some sense about what that looks like. Now, in terms of your account, this is a little screenshot of my account. So you can see I've got my picture here. So you log into doterra.com. Over in the corner, you can log in as a member. So you log in, and this is the screen you'll be brought to. Uh, you can hover over your account, sort of like profile or like picture, or if you don't have a picture, it's a little icon person, and you'll get a drop down menu to look at order history. You can track your order there. You can see what you've already ordered or get ideas around what's on your wish list. You can change your subscription. You can inquire about, changing your account information, like your email or your shipping address or all those kind of details, and a few other pieces there. So it's really, really simple to hop on, and 30 seconds later, you've just got things sort of taken care of. If you ever need customer support, they're absolutely amazing. And I highly recommend using the live chat. So this is where you're just going to type in the conversation with an agent who's going to take care of whatever your concerns are. Let's suppose you're like, my order should have been here by now and the tracking is not showing me, or God forbid, an order shows up and a bottle is broken, or, if you have any kind of like shipping or account information, you want to change your LRP order or whatever, you can go here. And it's not their job to convince you to do this or do that. Like, they just want to make sure that very efficiently, very quickly, you've gotten your concern taken care of. So they will take care of it. And they're absolutely amazing. I really love them. So if you do need additional support and you don't care for the live chat, here is the information that you can use to support contact doTERRA customer service. They are phenomenal. You can text message them and they will call you back or text you back if that is the appropriate response. You can call them and be put on, if they're not able to answer your call immediately, a response back. So they'll give you a call back. Or again, I love live chats, and I just take care of it in a couple seconds, and it's easy, literally less than 2 minutes. So what do you dream about for yourself and your family, right? What kind of health care do you want? What kind of lifestyle do you want? And if this is something that speaks to your heart, I highly encourage you, and this is how I approached it, to start swapping out the things that I was always getting at the pharmacy. Like, I don't even go into Shoppers Drug Mart anymore, right? I get all my shampoo, beautiful natural rosemary spearmint shampoo, absolutely stunning. And then I get all my 30% back, which is amazing. I get my free product of the month, which is amazing. And I'm doing really good things for the planet because doTERRA has such low packaging. They're such environmental stewards. And I know that what they're doing in terms of co-impact sourcing and supporting all these farmers and distillers on the other sides of our beautiful planet, helping those communities and helping those families. So you can feel really good about it. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's given you a great little overview if you're new to your essential oils or you just wanted a little refresher. And again, I'm here to help you. That's my job and I delight in it. And I'd love to hear from you. So make sure you book your wellness consult if you haven't already. And if you need a little plan refresher, you need a little, kind of like polish up of that wellness plan, let's chat. I'd love to.